Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another vlog. I'm getting a really late start to the day because I slept like garbage last night. And so I am not on my usual A game. I just got out of bed not that long ago and like I look so tired because I am. When I don't sleep, like I don't function at all. I do not know how people do it. I mean, but I don't sleep that much anyway. So anyways, we're gonna get our day started. We're gonna spend the day together today. I'm thinking I may end up doing some of my hobbies today. I've just been really like getting into them at the beginning of the year, and I think it'd be really fun to do them together. So maybe we'll do that in a little bit. But first things first, it is Wednesday and I am currently doing a kind of challenge type of thing, like a 30-day challenge. I've done this is like the fourth year now, I think, third year, where I exercise every day for 30 days, typically in the month of January, but I had like a week delay to get started, so it's gonna be for 30 days from January into February. And on Wednesdays, I've been doing this thing that I call Walkie Wednesdays. It's kind of like in honor of Layla. She used to love her walkies. And so I just thought on Wednesdays I'll walk. Why not? I think having like a little bit of a schedule for when I work out has been really helpful because it's like, okay, Mondays and Thursdays I do this workout, and then like Wednesdays I walk, and then Fridays I do this, you know, that type of thing. So anyways, okay, we're gonna get changed, trying to figure out what to wear because it is cold. Well, for Arizona. I need to stop saying that because it's actually not that cold comparatively. But we got a little sports bra. We have some leggings, and I usually get really like hot when I walk, obviously, but I think I need to do a sweatshirt today. So, okay, let's get dressed. Do something with this hair. Having extensions is incredible. Like my hair looked like this when I woke up, amazing, but I'm still figuring out how to do it when I'm exercising. So all right, let's get dressed. We got my little fanny pack, or sorry, bum bag if you're in the UK. We got my water bottle because I get really thirsty. We have my sunglasses, which I'm gonna put on. We have my headphones so I can listen to like a podcast. Sometimes I talk on the phone, you know, whatever, that's not gonna go in there. And then we have my keys so I can drive. Oh, and of course my phone, but that usually stays in my pocket. All right, let's get going. Because the wind is winding. It's quite beautiful actually, but I am like an hour into my walk. I just took a little break to sit at the park and enjoy nature. I haven't been outside in God knows how long. I guess since last weekend, but yeah, I'm thoroughly enjoying it. I'm thoroughly enjoying touching grass. And it's kind of funny because like these trees are giving autumn, like it's feeling very autumnal, and it's January, so that's interesting. And I think that like the last time that I sat at this park was when I had my little chat during Vlogmas about like my body image and food and stuff. And just as like a quick update, I did meet with a nutritionist for the first time. I'm meeting with her I think every 3 weeks. I'm on the right track. I think things are definitely better. I'm trying to have a much more balanced frame of mind instead of such a black and white frame of mind. And I've heard people say that's also like a neurodivergence thing, but just trying to not be so extreme and yeah, just like truly live a balanced life. And I just got off the phone with my mom. I've spent the last hour on the phone with her just chatting, and it's been so nice to just catch up and feel grounded in that way and talk about life and talk about future plans and all that kind of stuff. And I feel really lucky. I feel really lucky in this moment. And like thinking back on the last time I was here sitting in this bench, I do feel a little bit better. Like I feel like some of the clouds have lifted and I was struggling a little bit back then with just like body image stuff, which I still very much am, and like, you know, trouble, like, I'm trying to think of how to word it without being offensive, but yeah, just like struggling with like food and eating and stuff. Just feeling like I'm in a better place now than I was then gives me a lot of hope, and it just makes me feel like, okay, things are gonna be all right, you know? So that's kind of where I'm at. And now I'm gonna enjoy the rest of my walk. But I'm just feeling really good and really grateful. And really grateful for all of you that are along on this journey with me and are just being so kind and supportive and making my time on the internet thoroughly enjoyable. So I really, really appreciate it. And I wish you were all sitting here with me on this bench right now. But it's kind of like you are in a certain way. Okay, let's go walk. All right, just got out of the shower. I had to blow dry my extensions because that's another thing that you have to do, is like make sure that, you know, there's not a ton of moisture that builds up back there, obviously. Ew, gross. So like when I'm done with my workouts, I just like hit it with the blow dryer because I don't wash every day. I'm just getting ready now. I just finished my skincare. I'm starting my makeup. Actually, I've been on quite a journey with my skin lately. I'll have to do like a full like skin update in a future vlog, but I really do feel like I'm making progress with like my rosacea, and then also just like the skin texture and all that good stuff. And truly, like, I know I've been talking a lot about TikTok and like how I deleted TikTok and stuff, but I got a few like recommendations from TikTok before I deleted it, and I just like screenshotted everything and then I ordered it, and it's been helping, I think, kind of a lot. I don't know, it could be a placebo, but it does feel like it's helping. I'll talk more about like rosacea specifically and like the prescription I'm on and like how I feel like that's working for me maybe in like the next vlog, and like show you some before and after pics and stuff, because I do feel like after what, like 7, almost 8 months being on my prescription, I feel like it's like doing something. And anyways, we're just finishing up getting ready now for the day. It is a little later in the day than I would like to be getting ready, but that's okay. It's January, you know what I mean? January is very much like a hibernating, resetting, recharging kind of month. And I'm trying not to go too hard. I'm trying not to be so insane about stuff and like so intense, and just being like, yeah, it's all good. It's okay to want to slow down a little bit during these months and like not go freaking balls to the walls. Like, what am I doing? Are these wings uneven? Yes, they are. And that's fine. I'm okay with that. I cannot get over how much I love this mascara. I think somebody recommended it on Instagram or something, and of course I bought it, just like thinking it was a low stakes, you know, if in case it just sucks and I hate it. It's like I only spent a little bit of money on it, and I love it. I talked about it in another main channel video where I like mentioned all of my favorites of 2024. This is the Milani highly rated, wait, is this Milani? Yes. Milani highly rated lash extensions tubing mascara. This stuff is incredible. I mean, in combination with my lash serum that I use, truly, my lashes look unreal with this stuff. So if you've been looking for a good tubing mascara, I've mentioned it in vlogs before, but I'm still using it, and I am very much still loving it, especially when I'm in between wearing my little lash extension cluster things, because, you know, they're probably not great for your lashes long term. So I just like take little breaks in between, and I just do my usual, you know, mascara routine, and it's been great. Okay, I've been yapping long enough. Let me finish getting ready, and then we will head downstairs. I'm gonna catch up on work, and we're gonna do some hobbies today. I'm excited. Okay, the lighting's kind of weird, but here is what the lashes are looking like. I think they look really, really good. And like, can you see that? That's such a weird angle. This lens is weird too because it's wide angle, but I'm so happy with that mascara. It looks so, so good. Drew's actually downstairs right now watching an anime on his lunch break, so I think I'm gonna give him a minute to like just finish, and you know, the TV's loud down there. So I'm just gonna go over my hobbies now. And okay, in case you're like, Carrie, everyone has hobbies. Like, this isn't a revolutionary thing. I know, but when your hobby becomes your job, then it's like you suddenly don't have hobbies anymore. And so like YouTube was a hobby for me when I first started doing it. In what year did I start? 2013, I think, 14. It very much was a hobby, and then it became a full-time job around 2018. And so it was like kind of just left me with this hole in my life of hobbies that I haven't been doing and keeping up with. And I think especially with just the age of social media we're in, we're all addicted to our phones, we're all scrolling so many hours of the day, and time that used to be spent doing hobbies, we're all just like stuck scrolling on the couch or in bed or whatever. So I'm trying to break that habit this year. Full disclosure, I'm still on Instagram. I still very much have like an addiction to my phone, but I think after deleting TikTok, it's been a whole lot better. For me personally, I can't use it sparingly. I can start out by doing that, but then in no time at all, it's like suddenly I'm just on my phone 12 hours a day. So we're not doing that. So I made a little list of like all of the hobbies that I really enjoy that I want to do more of this year. So the first one is one that I'm carrying over from 2024, 2023, whatever, and that's reading. Ever since I got this Kindle, I'm telling you, I read so much more. I don't know what kind of magic they've put in this little thing, but it really does help me read so much more. And I don't know if it's because it's a screen. My tiny little brain is like, okay, I like that, it's a screen. I don't know, but I have been so in love with reading. And I don't really read super like philosophical books or things that make me think too hard. I'm gonna be honest with you. I used to be that way when I was younger. I felt like I had something to prove, and not saying that other people who read those books do, but now I just use it as like I don't want to think about anything. I want to have as minimal brain cells going at one time as possible. So I don't want something super intensely thought-provoking. I just want something easy where I can escape. So I do a lot of like romance novels. I do a lot of like those kind of cheesy sort of Netflix movie in a book kind of books. I do a lot of like thriller, psychological thrillers, mystery thrillers. And so that's kind of like my vibe. And what I like, if I don't know what to do, I go for a Frida McFadden book. It's so easy. It's a page turner. It's guaranteed to be suspenseful and thrilling. And she's my go-to. I think I've probably read like a dozen of her books so far. And currently I'm reading a book called The Night She Disappeared by Lisa Jewell. I actually read one of her books called And Then She Was Gone, I think is what it's called. I loved it. Like that was one of my favorite books. So I decided to get a couple more from that author. So I've started that one. It's good so far. It's very like creepy, and I've noticed a connection so far. I'm like literally just in the beginning of it, but I love that. So reading before, especially before I go to bed, has been a huge game changer as far as like just winding down at the end of the day. And also it's made a difference in my sleep. I don't know if it's a placebo effect, but it's working for me. Like it really is. So even if it's just like a 10-minute reading session before I go to bed, because that's like all I can do to keep my eyes open, that's what I do. And instead of scrolling on TikTok before I go to bed, or scrolling on even like YouTube, Instagram, whatever, I just put my phone away, open my book, and especially once I get into it, you gotta get into that first like what, 10-15% of the book, and then it really hooks you, and it's just such a nice way to end the day. I like had this moment the other day where Drew and I were next to each other in bed with like, you know, our nose strips on and like our moisturizer, and we were both reading our Kindles side by side, and I was like, this is bliss. Like this is truly all I've ever wanted. And also at the same time I was like, are we 70 years old? Like I just love this for us. So reading is a big one. Next one, I mean, it's no surprise, I'm carrying it over. It's cozy gaming on my Nintendo Switch. I love this little thing. I think Drew got me this for my birthday like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. I honestly don't remember. I just love it so much. It's so cute. It has a little sparkly case on it. Like it's my favorite. So some cozy games that I have been playing recently. Let's pull it up. I've been loving, it's called Minami Lane. It was like $4 in the Nintendo store, and you basically build like a little Japanese village, and you build little houses with villagers, and then you build like a boba shop, and you build like a florist and a bookstore and a karaoke bar, and you have to kind of like cater it to what the residents want in your town, and you can pet cats, and it's just very fun and cozy. Another one, Disney Dreamlight Valley. I love Disney Dreamlight Valley. It's like my go-to. It is truly like, I have a different world. Like, you know that song, I hate it here, so I will go to secret gardens in my mind. This is the secret garden in my mind. Like, this is my village that I have created from the ground up. I've built it with my bare hands in this game, and I love it. If you're like an Animal Crossing New Horizons lover, you will love Disney Dreamlight Valley, especially if you like Disney movies. It's just so much fun for me. And then I actually have two different, it's called Super Nintendo Entertainment System and Nintendo Entertainment System. And it has just like a huge list of Super Nintendo and Nintendo games that were like straight up from like the 90s, early 2000s, etc. So I've talked about this before, but I am a Donkey Kong Country girl. I grew up playing it. I played 1, 2, and 3. I play them all the time on here. So there's just all of these games that are very, very nostalgic for me. There's like Kirby. There's just so many different things to choose from. All of the Marios. And if you have any recommendations for cozy games specifically, please let me know. I've heard a lot about Stardew Valley. I've heard a lot about, there's this new one called like Lemon Cake or something like that. So please give me your recommendations below for sure. Next up, we've got good old journaling. Now, is this a hobby or like a brain exercise? I'm not entirely sure, but I did start journaling every single night before I go to bed. And I actually recently saw an Alicia Marie video, like her beginning of 2025 video, and I was so inspired that I need to, I think instead of making like an actual vision board, I'm gonna make it like in the front pages of my journal before like the actual journaling starts, just so I can have it front of mind and like have, I don't know, just things that are visually appealing and like that keep me just inspired and on track, you know what I mean? So yeah, every night since January 3rd, I have been, I almost said vlogging, brain rot. Brain rot. I've been journaling before bed, and I've been filling out 1 to 2 pages in my journal. I don't really want to like, I've been just really doing my thing, and it's such a good way for me to have like basically no thoughts left in my head before I go to bed, because I am like an overthinker to the nth degree. And so if I just write everything down in this journal, everything that either happened that day, everything that's currently weighing on my mind, everything I think about, it doesn't have to be perfect. Nobody's gonna read it except me. And it's just so nice to have this little thing to just let it all out and feel like I can be lighter mentally before I go to bed. Does that make sense? So yeah, I only sometimes take 5-10 minutes before I go to bed and just scribble out like a little page. And it's just made such a difference for me. I love it so much. I just got this journal on Amazon, and then I just got some, you know, little mechanical pencils. It has 2 different bookmarks in case you want to bookmark it to different pages or whatever. And this thing, it's saving my brain, truly. Like, I feel my brain like restoring and healing. Like, the less time I spend on my phone and the more time I spend doing stuff like this, I feel like I'm becoming human again, and I love it. I'm also gonna include junk journaling. I'll show you that stuff downstairs because I haven't really like collected any junk yet, but I saw some of the girlies doing junk journaling in 2024, and I was so inspired. Like, basically it's just it's kind of like a scrapbooking vibe, but it's also just less themed and more kind of a collection of things throughout your life that you want to save and craft. And that's like one of my favorite things ever. So you save like a napkin from a restaurant you go to, or you save a ticket to a movie or whatever it is, and then you kind of like put it all together in your junk journal. And obviously you can have themes if you want, but I just kind of want to do that each year and have little things that I remember. So I think so far I have saved 1 movie ticket, and that's it. So I need to be better about remembering to actually save stuff. That's definitely going to be something that I look forward to doing, and we will continue to do throughout the year, but I just don't have enough stuff for it yet, but I'm really excited to try that. And then also 2 of the other things that are downstairs as well is puzzles. Oh my God, I love puzzles. I have really rediscovered my love for puzzles when towards the end of last year, Drew's aunt actually got us 2 different puzzles. And we did one of them, actually I think we did both of them with family, and they were just so fun. So since then we've been buying puzzles from like Target and stuff, but I went to the thrift store yesterday, and you guys will see that thrifting video soon, and I thrifted a couple of puzzles. So I want to start one tonight, and I'm hoping, fingers crossed, that all of the pieces, hopefully someone wouldn't donate a puzzle that has missing pieces, but we'll see. And if not, then I'll just put a couple pieces in like my junk journal or something. But I really want to start on a puzzle tonight. It's like such an easy way to just like throw on a movie, throw on a TV show, dissociate for a little while, and then do a puzzle. We actually had our niece over for a sleepover last week, and we put on Wicked, and for the whole 3 hours pretty much, we did a puzzle and we had so much fun. Actually, I think we did like 2. So I'm looking forward to that. That'll be cool. And then the last one is coloring. Like, why did I take so long to get into adult coloring books? I don't know. I think at the beginning of maybe last year was when I got my first one. I haven't finished it yet, and I'm really kind of trying to finish one thing before I start another. So I have like a little English cottages, like countryside type of coloring book and colored pencils. I'm not a big fan of the colored pencils I bought. So I did buy those really, really fun, cute markers that I've been seeing everyone talking about on Instagram. And those are arriving like, I don't know, in like a couple weeks. So when those arrive, we will do like a dedicated coloring. But I do think I'm gonna color a page of my coloring book today as well. And just kind of like have a chance for us to all take a collective deep breath, even though I know you're watching this on a device. Hopefully it'll just be another way to reset, recharge, restore parts of the brain that I know I've lost from being on my phone all the time. In case I haven't made that clear like 10 bajillion times in this video, Carrie, oh my God. And usually I don't do all of these things in one day. I mean, maybe a couple of them, like maybe I'll do like some reading, some gaming, and some journaling. But I kind of want to do as many as possible today because it just feels right. So we're gonna do it together. And there are so many other hobbies. Oh my God, there's like, you know, workout classes, Pilates, people are really getting into. I've been quite curious about that, I will admit. So maybe sometime before this like 30 days of movement is up, I will try a Pilates class, but I'm also really scared, like really, really scared. So we'll see. But also walking, like going out for walks, I consider that a hobby. Like I love going for walks. It's so much fun. And I know exercise, I mean, is it a hobby? I don't know, but I had such a good time doing that today. I'm counting it. I'm feeling great. Let's keep the good vibes going. All right, so here is the puzzle that I got at the thrift store. I am keeping my fingers crossed that it's all good and intact for tonight. And then under here, in our coffee table is kind of where I have like all of my stuff. We also have some stuff for like our nieces and all sorts of things. Here is my junk journal, by the way, as I was talking about. So again, I only have one thing. Where is it? There you have it. We saw Moana 2 last weekend. So, you know, as time goes on, I will obviously add more stuff to that. And I think that'll be really fun. I got this on Amazon as well. Got my glue sticks ready to go. So here's my coloring book. I think that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna like put on a show and just do some coloring. Or maybe a movie or something, I'm not sure. But here's what I have so far. It's nothing special, okay? We have this one that I think I did last year. This one, those are my samples, I guess. We have this one, this is probably my favorite. I want to go to there. I'm trying to just go in order so that I can say I finished this whole one. So maybe we'll do this today. Like maybe that's what I'll do now. Now I gotta find my colored pencils. Yo, yo, girl, what's up? I completely forgot that one of our nieces has her gymnastics showcase tonight. So we need to get this show on the road. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is color. This is what I get to do today. Like, how fun is this? I have no idea what happened to our colored pencils, but I found some markers. So, I mean, you know, it'll do. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on one of my ultimate comfort movies. If you know, you know. Watch It Takes Two. Yes. I did, in fact, have to rent this movie, which to me is complete and total caca poo poo, but okay, it was like $3. I did do one with markers. I completely forgot. Maybe I should like keep this one. That's what we'll do. We'll finish this one. Oh my God. I was beyond obsessed with this movie as a kid. I'm not even kidding. I think I knew the entire thing by heart. My mom's watching this. She's sitting there going, uh-huh. I quote so many things from this movie still to this day. The sky is a little darker than I would like, but it's the only other blue, so we're gonna make do with what we got. Sure. I think doing something like this too, even if like obviously I'm dedicating a day to it because, you know,
That's what I've carved out time for. That's what I have the privilege of doing. Obviously, like a lot of people who are watching this are busy moms or have, you know, a really busy schedule and have a 9 to 5 who require you to be in the office and you have a long commute and all that kind of stuff. And I think like it's just about intentionally carving out time when you can. Like even if it's just for like an hour before bed, like, you know, taking some time, filling out some journal pages, scrapbooking, listening to music, whatever it may be. Like, I think that that helps a lot. Yeah, I just think having like a little bit of intentional time for yourself is so special and so important. And like, it's kind of one of those things where it's like, as soon as you start doing it, then it's easier to keep doing it. Because sometimes when you have like, I don't know, 30 minutes, an hour free time, whatever it may be, you like aren't feeling it. You're tired, you want to just like lay in bed. But if you like, you know, actually kind of force yourself to do it and take care of yourself in that way, I feel like it really, really, really helps. Does anything I'm saying make sense, or am I talking out of my ass? Holio. I don't know. Hopefully you know what I'm saying. Ooh. Should I have done a red door? Yes. It's not too late. Okay. Not my best work, but that's okay. We're getting somewhere. It's supposed to be for unwinding, Carrie. Holy shit. It's not supposed to be for like being judged.
All right, I'm gonna be so honest. I don't love the way it turned out. I kind of ran out of colors. I also went with an outline color that I really hated. That's not what it's about. It's about relaxing and just unwinding. So there's where we ended up. It's very primary color looking, but that's okay. I think it's all right. It's not my fave, but I mean, I've seen worse. I think I'm gonna end up getting, I've seen people using highlight pens. So you go in with like a little bit of white and you do some highlighting, and I think that would really make it pop, but like not terrible. Coloring done. Okay, let's take a break for some lunch. All right, because I got my day started late, I didn't really do my walk until late, then I didn't have my smoothie until late, and now it's like almost 3 o'clock and I haven't had lunch, but we're gonna be gone until probably like 6. We'll probably get dinner out later. So I'm gonna heat up some of our leftovers from last night for lunch. We made taco rolls, and I think I'm just gonna heat this up in the microwave, because why not? I'm gonna wash and chop up some lettuce. We've had this lettuce for a while, and like somehow it's still going strong. I'm only gonna use like a couple pieces. Side note, Drew and I have been watching The Bear. I don't know what took us so long, and it's incredible. We just started season 3, and every time I like chop something now or cook something, I just think, yes, chef, in my head, exactly. It's also slightly triggering as someone who used to work in restaurants for like a decade, but less so because I worked in front of house, but I remember the stress and the chaos. Okay, so we're gonna put our mixture, which has been all mixed together. It was much prettier when we made it last night. We did sauteed peppers and onions, grilled corn, turkey with siete taco seasoning, black beans. I'm gonna do a little bit of cheese. If I had like Oaxaca cheese or cojita cheese or something like that, that would be incredible. But instead we have this gigantic bag of this like Mexican cheese blend. And it's because we accidentally ordered the wrong size. I had to run upstairs to change out the battery because it died. And now I'm out of breath because I'm still recovering from being sick. And just going up the stairs really wins me. All right, we got our cheese on there. I'm gonna do a little bit of this La Victoria green sauce. This stuff is amazing. Anything from La Victoria is really good. I know this is weird and probably controversial. I'm not a big sour cream gal, and we don't have any Greek yogurt. So I'm just gonna do a tiny, I'm talking like half a teaspoon of ranch, just to give it like a little bit of that creaminess. Sorry, don't hate me. Then we're gonna top with our lettuce. Delicious. And then because you gotta have some crunch, and we're out of tortilla strips because they got recalled. We're out of tortilla chips because we ate them all. And all we have is these chili cheese Fritos. And I think they'll be good, right? I'm just gonna like crunch them up a little bit. It's kind of like your crouton for your salad. So, you know, not the prettiest thing ever, but it's gonna be good. Obviously gotta have the caffeine-free diet. Oh, I already got one. ADHD brain. So there we have it. I've had worse. This was my dream as a child. Why did we all want to have a food fight? I would literally never want to do it now. But it was my dream. All right, lunch is done. I don't have a ton of time left before we have to leave, so I'll come back later and do more, but I want to get a little gaming in before I go because the movie is getting almost to the point where it's over, and also I just want to chill for another few minutes. But I'm playing a little bit of Donkey Kong Country 3, my personal favorite. I'm a big fan of all of them, but I will say 3 is the one that I played the most. It came out in 1996. Can you believe that? I love it. I cannot begin to describe to you how nostalgic this is. In fact, I need to turn up the music too, because this music right here, dun, 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 I have all of the levels, like literally every single piece of music for all 3 games completely like ingrained in my brain. Hey, let's play together. Ready? I have so much fun playing this. It's kind of hard to play at an angle. If I could spend all of my time doing this, I would. I love it. I'm obsessed. I have 3 seconds. Oh. I did it. Don't worry. I did my bonus level in time. I'm going to be honest. Playing this game doesn't exactly calm me. In fact, it stresses me out a little bit. But do hobbies always have to be like 100% calming, or can they just be nostalgic and fun? I don't know. Let's try to beat this level. I feel like a teenager. I'm like, I'm getting ready. I just have to beat this level. Just missed. I just missed my triple extra life balloon, but that's okay. I'll survive. Okay, we're gonna save and we're gonna get ready and see some gymnastics, and then we will catch up afterwards when I do my nighttime hobbies. Now this has just ruined my day. Ugly! You're ugly! Day is ruined. Nice and warm? Yes! All right, we're home from the gymnastics extravaganza. We're in our comfies. Well, I just changed my bottoms for like the 3rd time today. And we're gonna build our little thrifted puzzle. I've shown it a million times. Let's see what we can do in the next hour or so before our bedtime routine. We've been actually forcing ourselves to get ready for bed and get in bed like a bit early so that we can, I do my skincare routine. We can do, journaling, reading, that kind of stuff. And it really actually makes quite a difference.
Did you ever show the knobs?
No, I didn't. I think I showed when we built our little fireplace TV stand thing, and it came with these just sort of like, I don't know, stainless steel knobs, and they really weren't a vibe. And so Drew and I found some vintage, what do you call those?
Crystal.
Like vintage glass knobs, and they're so cute. Found them on Etsy, and they're adorable. So here's what they look like. They're just such a pretty, like, yeah, crystal and brass, and I love them. I think it adds something, I don't know, interesting to the furniture piece, because it was just very ugly with the silver, and now the crystal makes it look more vintage, I guess, and we love it. Oh,
It's Catherine! Oh no!
the new season of Love Island All Stars. It's been out this whole week, I guess, in the UK, but in the US,
We have episode
it
1.
just got released on Peacock.
Oh no.
Catherine.
Should we watch it? Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
obviously.
Sorry, Bear.
Yeah, the bear has to wait.
Honestly though, that show makes me anxious, so
It's
this is
stressful.
Who's ready for some more stars?
I'm ready, Maya.
fine. Ugh.
Drew is in love with Maya.
Oh, no, I think, ugh, the Curtis.
Oh,
Ugh.
but also remember you were calling her Maya, mommy.
Oh my god, Ronnie.
Ronnie. Luca, top 3 least favorite Love Islanders of all time. Oh my god. Okay. So I don't know, everyone has their own method when they do puzzles. Is that so loud in the background? If it is, I'm so sorry.
Corners and edges. Corners and
Yeah,
edges.
corners and edges is priority number 1.
Here we go.
Her milkers are out.
Milk truck just arrived. Is that right?
Yes. Okay. We will update when we're not filming a podcast watching this episode, so we will update when we've made some progress on the old puzzle. But here's where we're starting. It's been around an hour since we checked in last, and we're definitely making some progress. We have the entire perimeter done, and we're working on like little chunks. So, you know, we're doing our best. It's really tempting to like stay up super late and finish this. Like I want to so bad, but I think we're just gonna finish like these couple little clusters we have and then head upstairs and I'll do some journaling and some reading. And this is where we're calling it for the evening. We're forcing ourselves to stop. Okay, just did my skincare, got myself all ready, brushed my teeth, and it's time for one of my favorite times of the day, which is putting one of these bad boys on, my nose strip. In case anyone's wondering, I am seeing an ENT again at the end of the month because I have unlimited ENT. All check. Ear, nose, throat, check. I have issues with all of them. This thing has changed my literal life when I sleep. I don't snore or anything like that. I know some people use these for snoring. I use it because I can literally breathe when I put this thing on. Incredible. All right, now it is time to do some journaling. How do we like this angle? Really good, actually. Time to do some journaling. Just get out all the remaining thoughts out of my brain, like I said. And just really go to bed refreshed. Okay, got my one page written for today, and that took probably 10 minutes, I would say. Feeling good about it. And now I'm gonna cozy in bed. Oh, try to put that away. I'm gonna cozy up and read some more of my book, which I think I mentioned earlier, and it's starting to like get me. Like I'm starting to finally get hooked. That's pretty much it. It's 9:17 p.m. so it is an absolute wild night. You got your Kindle back there? There it is. This is the life. So anyway, that's gonna do it for me today. This feels oddly intimate. Like you're like kind of in my bed. Yeah, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you will feel inspired to try some of your own hobbies, or just try something new, you know? That's always fun as well. And just do things, doesn't have to all be in one day obviously, but do things that just fill your cup and that make you feel, I don't know, more connected with yourself and definitely less connected with your phone and your devices and stuff. But yeah, thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you very soon in the next vlog. Bye!